Hello everyone, I'm back. Just gonna continue forward. I think we left off at dealing with the front end of the website for regular users to log in and interact. Anything beyond this is your custom settings that you would do, like adding widgets to this page here, or adding things to the forum and things of that nature. But this is what a default setup for Buddy Boss looks like for messaging and so forth. So what we're going to talk about now is the admin of the subsite, or whoever purchases a plan on Ultimio would have a backend to actually manage their subsite. So what we're going to do, we're going to install a plugin that's going to help manage some of the links that we don't want the admins to see of their subsite. So let's go here, let's go to plugins, add new, and let's do something called AAM. So this is called Advanced Access Manager. There's a lot of similar plugins in WordPress today that allow you to manage side menus and access to pages, but this seems to be the best in terms of all-around feature set. Highly recommend you use this going forward. We're going to go back to the template site. We're going to go to plugins, and we're going to, I guess it's already activated. I didn't activate it here. Oh, well, I guess it's activated. Cool. So it's already activated. So if you go to AAM, don't worry about these errors here. So basically, this gives you kind of a free field access to everything about user roles, specific users, visitors, and so forth. So in our case, we want to edit the administrator role for this account. Okay, for the template site, so that everybody gets the same settings. So to select, you just click the gear icon, and that makes it administrator. If you wanted to do the editor, you click the gear icon, and it changes. We're going to deal with the administrator, and we want to change this top bar here. We don't want the administrator to be able to see Ultimio and the My Sites. We don't want them to see that. So let's go and let's change that. So let's click the toolbar menu, and we're going to start restricting things. Okay, so let's just click restrict menu. Okay, settings are customized. So basically, took the about WordPress away. I think that will be like this menu here that we just disabled. So that whole thing, I think, is gone now. My sites is the next section. We're just going to disable this whole thing. And this here, I think we can keep. I think one of the things we will want to do on that page is disable the manage access button. And let's see what edit site actually does. So yeah, we want to disable edit site as well, because that takes you to the network admin. So the only thing they need to do is just visit site. Okay. Ultimio, we definitely want to just restrict the whole option there. Comments, we can restrict that for now. We don't want them creating new anything. And because if you do that, then they get to see other things, and there's back doors into a lot of different stuff. So it's good just to disable it. If they need extra stuff on their template, then they could just reach out to you and request some, direct customization, which you can charge for at that point. These last two are dedicated towards Buddy Boss stuff. So this is the Buddy Boss notifications and profile things. So you can leave that as is. So as you can see here, this is for administrator. So what that means is that I'm a super admin, so I shouldn't have any issues. actually I do have issues. So let's see, as you can see here, right, it disappears. I can actually go back to AM, okay, and go to my user and turn all that stuff back on. So show, we just want to show that, show, and show. So what that does is only the administrators with that role will get that. I've manually changed my user back to the regular settings so that I don't get affected. So let's go back to administrator. Let's edit the actual backend menu, which is the side panel here. So Buddy Boss, basically we won't want them to have access to everything. Only thing we probably need to let them have access to is theme options, probably editing their own groups, forums. So let's just start restricting everything and just unchecking things, which I guess you can't do. So let's just uncheck that. Let's just start saying, hey, so settings, we don't get rid of that. No pages, integrations, no tools, no form repair, none of that. No. So we want to keep groups, forums, activity, invites. I think you can keep emails. You can keep notices. You can keep theme options. You keep. I'll remove custom fonts and license keys. So these are kind of associated to managing the Buddy Boss on the front end. So editing forums. On the forums page, it has more about the replies. I think if you click more details, oh no, it doesn't show. So that's that. Post, we should just restrict the whole menu. We don't want them creating posts. We don't want them adding media directly on the back end. Pages, we don't want them editing that. Comments, let's just disable that for now. Elementor, we don't want this to see that. No templates. They should not have access to the appearance. So that's like the menu items. We don't want them to be able to change that. Plugins, no. Users, no. Tools, no. Settings. So with settings, you can leave general and just disable everything else. It's not letting me check mark it. It's not letting me check mark the other ones for some reason. That's really weird. I guess we could just restrict the whole menu. You ideally want to keep general so that the user is able to edit the name of the site or like the description. Let's go to settings. Let's go to core settings and content settings. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, yeah, so multi-site settings sync. So there is ability to sync settings to the multi-site, but I'm not sure if this is a multi-site problem. Why I can't select any other ones, but so I can do privacy and Buddy Boss. It's interesting. Let's go to tools, settings. So you see, you get access denied. If you uncheck it, so it shows up. So that's it's a pretty nifty tool. So yeah, so I'm not really sure. I guess we just leave it there for now and come back to it later. but you should be able to click that. AM administrator, let's restrict that. We don't want them to see that. Let's go back to my profile and just re-enable everything. Okay, show that, and so that should be good. So last but not least, we go back to administrator, go to meta boxes and widgets. Let's refresh. So these are the front end widgets. You don't really need to mess with that. But you do want to change the dashboard widgets. We don't want them to see anything on the dashboard. So if we go to dashboard, so everything on this page here, we want to kind of just make that go away, because that kind of just tells a lot about what's on the back end, right? That it's WordPress. You want to kind of eliminate anyone thinking that this is WordPress, so that there's a little bit of legitimacy with your WAS from a sales perspective. But this is just some things that you can do to kind of white label the site for them. So let's just take all that out. So just a blank page. Posts. You can. So these are meta boxes. So what happens is that if let's say we allow them to create a page, they would see all these things are on the setting to create a page, like publish, categories, map, and all that stuff. So we're gonna disable access manager, unmap page, send trackbacks. That should be good. Pages, same thing, just in case they get on that page by accident. I want to make sure they don't see some of these things. And so forums, if they create a forum, they will most definitely see all these options. I'm going to take away access manager, which is this window here. Forum attributes, that's fine, so that's fine. Discussions, take away access manager. Replies, take away access manager. Landing pages, not sure what that is, but we'll just disable what I know to be what we don't want. My templates, I think I disabled this page anyway, but just to be safe. Email templates, I'm going to take that out because I allow the email templates to be edited, and that should be fine. Take away access manager, and that should be good. And then it saves automatically, so you should be good. I highly advise don't mess with capabilities unless you know exactly what you're doing. This could really destroy your site if you accidentally delete something and whatnot. Post terms, this is more granular control over what your users can do. So for example, in the posts, let me find it better. So discussions, if I click this settings, oh well, I guess it's only a premium feature, so I guess don't worry about it. You could do login redirects and log out redirects. A lot of this doesn't really apply to our cases, but if you need to, you can also set that up. So we just disabled all that stuff there. Let's go back to the backend menu. I think it's all good. So yeah, so let's go back. And let's go to dashboard. So I've as you can see, it's going here. I've been going back to my profile. I have to install another plugin to get rid of this, but we'll go over that in the next tutorial. But yeah, as you can see, this plugin does all of the removal of the side and top bar information. So see you in the next video.